Arunella. So, today we are looking in a different direction. What have you chosen for your life? Let's look at the overall picture of your health, emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. This is Suwa Arana. Today with me I have two more companions, Sandali and Movindi. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
So what will we be talking about today?
Today we are going to talk about obesity. Not just obesity, we are going to talk about childhood obesity among school students.
So now that is a common problem that we can see these days. Can you define obesity?
Yeah. Childhood obesity is a serious medical condition that affects children and adults. Children who are obese are above the normal weight and height of their age.
Childhood obesity is particularly troubling because of the extra pounds often start children on the path to health problems that were once considered as adult problems like diabetes, high blood pressure and high cholesterol.
That sounds really serious. So what are the causes of obesity?
Actually, there are two main causes, and the first one is too little activity and too many calories.
Now that's a slogan that you should definitely remember. Too little activities and too many calories. What do you mean by that?
That means, for an example, we'll take you. Think that you are watching a film, about 3 hours one, and you're going to sit in front of the television for the next 3 hours. Meanwhile, you would ask, Mama, bring me this, Mama, bring me that, and those things that you ask from your mama are simply junk foods. So that means we are getting too many calories, but we are unable to release the energy. And sitting is only one activity we are doing.
So like we'll be watching at a picture, doing nothing, then eating, and all the fats and the lipids will be contained in our body. Yes, I get what you mean. So now, that is the only reason why obesity is caused?
No. Well, there is another reason, genetic and hormonal factors. Recent researchers has found that changes in the digestive hormones can affect the signals that lets you know you're full.
Now that sounds dangerous, really.
Yes.
So, what are the risk factors of this disease?
Actually, there's something like this. Most of the factors combine the factors of risking the chance of increasing the obesity.
Now, instead of just one factor, two or more factors get together and increase that rate of getting obesity.
Yes.
And the first one will be diet. When regularly eating high calorie foods like fast food, snacks, sweets, you get.
Yeah, that's something we do regularly. I mean, what do you eat for your interval?
Junk foods.
Yeah. So even we do the same thing, but it's not healthy. We should reduce it. What is the next one?
The next one is lack of exercise. That means we are more likely to gain if we are lack of exercise. Like too much time spent in sedentary activities.
Like we are eating too much and we are doing nothing at all.
Yes.
And then we have psychological factors. Well, in
Psychological factors? Now, diet and lack of exercise are something that we know. Can psychological factors really cause to gain overweight?
Well, yeah, personal and parental and family stress can increase a child's risk of obesity. Some children overeat to cope with problems or to deal with emotions such as stress or to fight boredom. Well, I think you also do that.
Yeah, I also sometimes eat because I'm bored. But I'm not overweight, I don't think I am. So, that's it.
No,
Right.
just one more.
One more cause.
Yeah, that is socio-economic factors. That means, in some communities, some people have limited resources and limited access to supermarket. So as a result, they would buy convenient foods that don't spoil quickly.
So, and they like instant foods and
Fast foods like that. Actually, this process is in a high rate in other foreign countries.
Yeah,
not in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, so we are safe from that side. Then now, those are the Risk factors and causes of obesity. What will happen if a child is obese?
There are some complications and they are divided into physical complications and emotional. So the physical complications are,
Well, type 2 diabetes.
Type 2 diabetes. Like, can you explain what it is?
Well, it's a chronic condition that affects the way your child's body uses sugar.
So, the next one?
the next one is metabolic syndrome. That means the condition can put your child at risk of heart diseases, as she said, diabetes and other health problems.
And the third one will be high cholesterol and high blood pressure with asthma.
Yeah, those are some things that most of the people have these days, right?
Yes. And also sleep disorders.
Now, being obese can meddle with your sleep as well.
Yes. So the last one is bone fractures.
Bone fractures. So, people who are overweight are more likely to break their bones.
Yes.
I think we had this little joke when we were younger, like when I was 9 years old, that if a fat person falls from the world's end, they would bounce off because they are fat. I guess that's wrong then. Now, you said social and emotional complications. Yes. What do you mean by that?
Well, there are something like low self-esteem and being bullied.
Because they are fat.
Yeah, okay. And children often tease or bully their overweight peers who suffer a loss of self-esteem and an increased risk of depression as a result.
Yes, that's really wrong.
It is actually common. It happens every time. So the next one is behavior and learning problems. That means overweight children tend to have more anxiety and poor social skills than normal weight children do. So these problems might lead children who are overweight either to act and disrupt their classrooms or to withdraw socially.
Really? Now, that might be a really serious problem.
Yes.
Obesity is more than just being overweight.
Yes.
What's the next one?
Depression. Well, low self-esteem can create overwhelming feelings of hopelessness, which can lead to depression in some children who are overweight.
Yeah, I think depression is also a common problem. Now this is a really dangerous disease. How can we prevent it?
There are so many ways in which we can prevent. So the first one is limit consumption of sugar, sweetened beverages or avoid them.
Okay, and the second one will be provide plenty of fruits and vegetables.
And eat meals as a family as often as possible. Also limited eating out, especially at fast food restaurants. And the last one would be sure to get enough sleep.
So that is how we can prevent being obese, right?
Yes.
Now, thank you for being here with us and sharing your knowledge.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, sure. And we'll see you next time with lots of more exciting episodes. Have a nice day.